Today we're going to cover some basic picture edits, and you'll excuse me because I have a cold, so I'm sounding a bit croaky. Up here you have your project window, and that's where all of your clips will go. Down here on the left you'll see highlighted in blue is actually all of the media that you've brought into iMovie, which you can then see here on the right. If you kind of click through and move through your clips, you'll be able to see everything that you've recorded. These clips here are pretty much everything that you've just imported, so if you've recorded a bit of footage, everything in one clip that you've imported will come in here, and you can kind of see as you kind of move through the clips what you have recorded and what you're going to select. Once you have found the exact spot where you want to effectively take a clip, you're going to move the red bar to the exact spot and then you're going to double click on it. When you do, you'll notice this kind of yellow little box appears, which is effectively the selection bar for the clip that you want to take. So you can kind of move through and see what you want. If you go to the edge of it, you'll notice a little double-headed arrow appears. When you move off it, it's a hand, but if you move to the very, very edge of the yellow, you'll get the double arrow. This allows you to actually extend and move the clip that you want to select. When selecting a clip, you'll notice that it sometimes goes right to the very edge of one line. You can overcome this by just simply dropping down onto the next line and then moving and extending the yellow box until you get the exact spot where you want your clip to end. You then click on the clip and you'll see the hand. Click on the clip itself and then just simply drag and drop it up into your project window. iMovie does work with drag and drop mostly, so that's what you're going to want to do. Once you're up here in your project window, you'll be able to actually roll through your clip with the red bar just to be able to see that everything is there and as you want it. Moving back down to the clips that you've just selected, you want to go back to the end of the clip you selected to select the next clip. You can see this by the little orange bar that appears underneath. That gives you an indication of what you've already selected. So you can then go and select your next clip. Again, just click on the clip and the yellow selection bar will appear, and you can just extend it to select what you need. Once you have what you need, you simply click on it and drag and drop it up into your project area. You will have repeated this process several times in order to then populate your project area so that you effectively have all of the clips you need to do your edit. You can use this little button on the right hand side to kind of drag up and down to see everything that you have selected. Next comes a process of actually editing even further. So we're going to take the clips that you selected and we're going to edit them in a finer way. The easiest way to do this to start off with is to take an individual clip and remove the kind of start and end bits that you don't particularly want. So we do this by selecting with our yellow select key, selecting the first bit, and then simply hitting the delete or the backspace key to get rid of it. You're then going to just kind of roll through the clip to see where you might want to take another little bit off of it. On this first clip I'm just rolling through to see where I want to remove another bit. I've kind of decided that I don't want to, so I'm going to move on to the next clip. Here I'm happy with the front part of the clip, so I'm just moving through to find an area that I can actually remove. Again, if you select the whole clip, you get the yellow select key will surround the whole clip, so you can then again just move it with the little arrow, and once you have the area that you're going to delete, simply select it and then again hit the delete or the backspace key to get rid of it. This is a process you're going to have to rinse and repeat with each clip that you have to remove any kind of excess bit of footage that you really just don't need. You do this with each and every clip until you have all of your clips in a fairly finely edited and finely tuned state. Once you've done all your kind of fine-tuned editing, you can go back through and kind of scroll through all of the clips and make sure that you're happy with what you've edited thus far. And there's always an opportunity to go back and do some fine-tuning and fine editing as you go through. But more or less you have all the clips now that you need to kind of complete your little movie. Next time I'm going to show you how to add titles to your clip. These are a great tool to kind of introduce each clip as you go, and also to break up the video in such a way that makes it interesting for your viewer. If you are enjoying these tech tutorials and are finding them useful, please leave me a comment, as I would love to hear how I'm helping you and how I can help you further. And for regular updates on how I can help you with your video content for your website, please do join the Sassy Minx Society. You can do this by filling in your details on the top right-hand corner of my website.